don't want to. Oh, there we go.
Yo.
Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. You know what I'm saying? We pushing the culture, man. We got the homie Nash Boogie. I'm DJ Period. That is PoPolitickin. What's good with you?
What's going on with the fam, man? How y'all feeling?
You know, just staying sucker free. You feel?
That's all we could do in this day and age, you know?
All right, man. Welcome to the podcast, man. Let the people know who you are, what you do, where you from.
My name is Nash Boogie. I'm an MC, producer, engineer, Sacramento, California. You know, we move around a lot, though. You know, so I'm definitely in a lot of places.
Well, you originally from Sac?
Yeah, I'm from Sac.
What you got in there? You got a whole damn bag of some shit. Got a goodie bag.
Oh yeah, I gotta get y'all some of these too. These are the RS11 rainbow belts with the live rising through the middle.
He don't smoke, so you just give me two, cause he don't smoke.
I got you, but these is what you would call like $100 joint right
here. Damn.
I need one for my birthday, man.
I got you. That's easy.
What else you got in there?
I mean, we got a couple little different flavors.
Okay.
The brand too, you know. This is my brand. We in stores, the Hytopia. So we in like cookies and lemonade, a few of the bigger stores out there.
Oh, shout out to the Pack Bros.
Yeah, you already know, official Pack Bros in the building, you know.
Shout out to Gatlin.
Yeah, shout out to the guy, man. That's my boy right there, man. You know, we trying to do this black and brown equity business. You feel me?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm from Sac. I went to high school. We went to Johnson.
Oh, okay. You went to Johnson. What, you went to West Campus or you went
to you gotta be smart, man. Go to West.
I mean, hey, you got the glasses on. I ain't know.
You know, I graduated in 98.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he was 99 or 97.
He went to school with your uncles.
Yeah. All day.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Like, for me, I grew up a little further south, like Valley High, Meadowview area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Sac. So I went to I went to Freeport Elementary right there on Meadowview.
I went to Freeport for a day. And then I got sent to Charles Mack.
Oh shit! Yeah, I went to Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah.
My little brothers went to Edward Kimball. I did 1 year at John Steele.
Yeah.
John Steele still open?
Yeah, John Steele's still there. That's Gladiator School.
Hey, you know what's funny? When I was there, we beefed with Gady. Niggas don't even know why we was beefing with Gady, but it was just like that's the other school.
Neighborhood rivalry
all day.
I mean, that's kind of how it was. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for us. I went to Jackman. Jackman was kind of a new school.
Yeah.
You know, at that time, and we kind of beefed with Rudder.
Oh yeah. That's how it is. So you like we just beef with Rudder for no reason.
For no reason.
But now I'm in Brooklyn, New York now.
There you go, man. You know what? I'll be out there too. I'm working on a project with Static Selected, so I've been out in Brooklyn a lot more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. We probably like 6 or 7 songs in right now.
Hey, this is gonna be our last interview then, huh?
Nah, not at all. You actually getting the exclusive. Nobody knows we doing this project right now, so you get.
How you tapped in with Static?
I mean, so what happened initially is one of my mans from Boston has sent his boy JFK a record of mine called "I Shot Bill Gates," and JFK
that shit hard too.
I appreciate it. Yeah, JFK kind of liked the record, and he kept pushing it, and then Static finally played it on Shade 405. And then we kind of had a conversation from there, you know, just talked about doing different things. And then it finally just made sense. So, you know, we working now. What we're going to do with the project, we're going to actually launch a strain with it. So we're going to put a strain in stores along with the project. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I was checking out the Agent 21 joint before we came on.
Yeah.
I mean, Agenda 21, but
Agenda.
That Event 201 go hard too.
My dog, I appreciate it. You know what I tried to do? I know it's a lot of conspiracies out there and a lot of people be like, so I tried to just focus on just facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Event 201, it's a fact. You can look it up. It's there. You can do your homework on it. Like, I try to do that. Even with the title, you know, Agenda 21, you can look that up. It's a lot of
look, what I always say on here, I say, listen, man, they pulled a lot of wool over the older generation eyes, but y'all ain't playing that. Like, if y'all want the facts, y'all want the truth, right? Look,
Man, I don't want our video taken down, so I ain't gonna say too much about it. But I guess the first thing is Kanye West donated $2 million to George Floyd and them.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is I looked at the autopsy report and it said what he said, so I don't know why everybody getting on him.
Well,
I looked it up. It did say that.
In layman terms, Kanye is very correct in what he was saying as far as the people who control us controlling the narrative.
Fair.
So he's correct. The minute that a black man says something, they send 5 other black people to come out and denounce what he said. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter from Mike Jack to Prince. It don't matter. You can go back in history. They've been running the same tactics forever. You know?
Yeah, I was saying about what I said about Kanye. I said the only thing I think that was wrong is he's just saying that shit like some shit you can't really say in front of everybody. That's like behind closed doors, you with the homies, y'all talking. That ain't shit for the whole world to hear. Even if it's, I don't like some of that shit was, but you can't say that in front of everybody.
It's kind of what FN said. He's saying some truth, but he's not articulating it well because people don't know what he's talking about. Like he's bringing up these names of people, and we're like, who is that? Who is Kyle Yakovitz?
Now everybody Googling and shit like, oh, he might be on to something.
You know what it is? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, even like, okay, nigga, you on Drink Champs. So first off, you drinking and smoking the whole time, and then they got you talking for fucking 3 hours. So nigga, if you drinking and smoking for 3 fucking hours, that shit gonna start sounding crazy. You drinking and smoking for the whole time. So it's like they set them up. Yeah.
But he's really telling the truth, you know what I'm saying, about a lot of things, and the powers that be don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Hey, like somebody said, he just got finessed by Candace Owens because you bought that damn company. Look, ain't no telling what her husband told her to go do to get Ye on board. I ain't know that Parler app was his. That's his company.
Yeah, he's buying it. That's what no, that's Candace Owens' husband, but Candace Owens' husband is the CEO of that app that he just purchased. So they saying like, yo, you just got finessed again. Like they saying Trump finessed them, Kardashians finessed them. Now Candace Owens, you know, hey, I'm gonna go out there. We're gonna do this. We're gonna wear these White Lives Matter shirts, and once
the thing is, right, is everybody's getting finessed, but he's the only one saying something.
Only thing about, like, I'm still trying to figure out Candace Owens because I was reading about her, like, when she was in high school, some racist ass shit happened to her, and she got, like, some death threats from two white kids. So some shit happened to her, so I be trying to understand her. I don't really be trying to, like, some people just throw her off, but I'm still trying to understand her because, like, if some shit happened to her when she was young, something is up. It ain't like I would like to talk to her myself before I say what she is, because I want to talk to her myself and understand her. I think
that's a fact. I kind of feel the same way. It's easier for the media. I mean, it's easy for the media to throw off your perception. You know what I mean? A lot of people are speaking on the Ye interview and all they saw was clips from Twitter. They didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Me and my wife watched the whole thing. We watched the whole thing.
Now, Poe put me on. Because he told me, I read that he said the shit about George Floyd. But Poe was like, nah, he ain't said. He said he was watching Candace Owens' documentary.
So if anybody should be sued, it should be Candace Owens.
Facts.
It shouldn't be Kanye.
But they not gonna sue her because I googled that shit. I typed up George Floyd autopsy, and I don't know if it's a real one, but the one that came up, that shit looks like official ass site.
You know why? But you know why you know why they need to all chill on that? Y'all see the old boy, he got to pay back like $1 billion.
Yeah, Alex Jones.
To the Sandy Hook people.
Man, I don't know if you saw that shit though, man. That nigga ain't gonna pay that shit because the whole time. So this is the verdict. They like, you guilty, and the dad like, yes. Then Alex Jones sitting there watching it. He going, yes. He like mocking them. So I'm like, man, he ain't finna pay that shit.
Nah, he ain't gonna pay that for what?
He keeps saying, like, he be joking, he be like, I'm guilty, I did it. He just be like mocking them, but he ain't finna pay. Something going on where he ain't finna pay it, because then, you know, he ain't got no worries. For them to say you owe $1 billion, he chilling. He ain't mad or nothing. So something
like, I ain't got $1 billion.
Yeah, he like, I ain't.
hey, you said it right there. That's why he ain't tripping. He ain't got $1 billion.
He turned black real quick. Huh? He black now. Shit, you know.
Hey, my little brother in Sac. He had a baby, they found out when the baby turned 17, it wasn't his. So he was like, but he was already like 150,000 in arrears. So the judge told him, "Hey, you still got to pay it. Sorry, like you got to pay the money." But the judge was also on some shit like, "We ain't gonna garnish your wages, man. Just give us like $5-10 a month." My brother cool with that because I ain't never gonna pay that.
But he shouldn't have to pay that shit back anyway. But they know it's the system. They just want that money. But he shouldn't have to pay it back anyway.
But California makes it rough. They start taking your driver's license, and you can't get a place of employment. They start doing all kind of weird stuff.
Why should he have to pay it if he's not his kid? You said it's not his kid, right?
Bro, it don't even
Yeah, but
matter.
I think when the kid was born, they said,
he signed the paperwork.
They are for the women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was raised by a single father. And when my mom got out of prison and my dad asked for the arrears, you know what the judge told him?
What?
Oh, she was in prison. She don't owe that. She can resume paying from there. Like, they are for the women out here. It don't matter. A woman could be on dope out here. They gonna still try all their power.
So you said what did you say about your brother again? You said he didn't.
Nah, when the kid was born, he was on some like I guess his mind type shit. So he I think his name, he had his name on the birth certificate. So the judge told him straight up in Cali, if your name on the birth certificate, nigga, that's your kid. I don't care if the DNS come back and say you ain't the kid.
Yeah, if
you ain't the father, that's your child. So he got to pay that money back.
Yeah, but let it be some reverse shit. They wouldn't let that fly.
Nah, you ain't getting that shit back.
Yeah, so it's just crazy how that shit works, especially out here. That's why a lot of people leave in California for that reason. They have a kid and be like, you know what?
Yes,
we went to Vegas. Marky Mark.
He moved to Vegas?
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta get out of it.
It's about here, man. It's getting expensive. Then shit, gas almost $7.
Gas is $7 here, $6.59.
What?
I was saying it's about the same, $6.69. So
my dad called me. He said, nigga, I'm trying to get some gas. This shit $6.50. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, so imagine if you work somewhere. Imagine you work 30 minutes or an hour away, nigga. That's like already like half of your shift on gas.
Hey, but that's why I like the name. That's why I like y'all young, man. I like y'all youngsters, man, because y'all demanding the truth. Y'all not taking what they say for an answer, even if it is rough. Like, even with the George Floyd thing, I think that was like something that helped spearhead that movement too. Because, man, the young kids out there, they was tearing shit up, but it forced people to take action and take notice of what was going on.
Yeah, even out here in Sacramento, when the police killed Stephon Clark, it was the same thing. Like, we shut down the Kings game, we shut down the freeways, and white people was mad, but they got to understand, y'all wasn't going to even acknowledge what was going on until we fucked up something y'all wanted to do. So it wasn't until y'all couldn't get into the Kings game and y'all couldn't get home that y'all had to actually realize what the problem was. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, somebody gonna say something.
Have y'all seen like what I've been seeing lately? Like, a lot of people they got supposed to have a march going on for reparations. Y'all been seeing that? Like, a lot of black about reparations.
But look, hey, I know you probably gonna say something about that, because I know what you're gonna say, but I saw something where they trying to spin the reparations thing on the slave on the people in Africa. Like, technically you were sold into slavery by somebody in Africa, so that's who you should be going after for your reparations.
Nah.
That's what I heard. A Republican senator came out and said that.
When we built the country, they got to pay us for building the country.
Facts.
All right, but if the Jews got paid for Holocaust, then we should be paid for what happened to us.
Indians got their cut.
The Indians got their land.
And y'all gave them that land, and then y'all gave them that land and loaded it with drugs.
Right, but see, the smart ones.
Which land?
I won't even say the smart ones. The ones that wanted to get money, what they did is they got with the corporate people and they put casinos on their
all
land.
day.
Yeah, and those
you said they put drugs on the land.
No, most Indian reservations most of them are hooked on drugs.
Oh yeah, it's not. It sounds good, right? When you think, but then when you pull up, they really still intense and all of that. Like, it's bad.
Damn.
I know. A lot of them don't have money. They just got the land. You know what
they
I'm saying?
got the land, but they got no money. They on that. Yeah. They got big drug problem. But like Pachanga, where you at? That's an Indian reservation.
Mm-hmm.
The casino.
Right. So they own that land tax free. They ain't got to pay no taxes. So that's why the corporates like to come get with them, because the corporates ain't got to pay no taxes.
Everybody,
You know
they always gonna have their hand in that joint, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. You know what I mean? I got one of my boys' families, they own Jackson Rancheria out here. And it's similar. They was poor, like he said it. We had teepees, then the teepees turned into trailers, and now the trailers is houses. You know what I'm saying? They just kept upgrading every 20 years. And now it's to the point where he gets a little over 100,000 a month to sit on his ass.
Man, I was just talking to my.
What about us?
That's what I'm saying. We got a longer fight. You know what I say?
I ain't saying nobody can get theirs. I'm just saying, shit. What about my people too?
Man, I think with us, we gotta all be on the same accord when it comes to that too. Because black people who got money don't give a fuck about no reparations.
Well, T.I. said it. We have to be classified as an actual nationality. Black is not a race. You know what I'm saying?
They set it up like that.
You got Tehachapi,
they Native American.
You have these different tribes. We have to be classified in order to get the money, and that's what T.I. was breaking down. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if y'all listen to Dane Cathaway.
No.
So Dane Cathaway, his whole thing is, let me make sure I'm saying his name wrong. Yeah, Dane Calloway. So if you watch him on YouTube, what he's saying like history is a lie, and he basically saying the Native Americans were us, and they switched that around. Yeah, they saying we were Native Americans, but they just switched that shit around like we came from Africa and all that shit. But they saying really we was Native Americans. Man, look, a lot of black people are going with that now. That's like a lot of black people.
A lot of our great grandmothers have that long Indian wavy.
Shit, you were Indian on some real shit. Yeah, I can see you as Indian.
I mean, we all pretty much native. What it is they had that. You heard of the $5 Indian? Yeah. So a lot of them was able to get on the list, blonde hair, blue eyes, and pay that $5. Like my boy, that's Indian. He got blonde hair and blue eyes.
Damn, man, I just heard some shit today. I don't want to get too deep in it because shit, man. I was just told today that Israel, that was black people.
Right, but Israel not really a spot. You got to think they're trying to carve out a piece of Jordan.
Right. Yeah. That's what I mean. So technically, yeah, all of that is all of that ain't true. What's going on over there? Like what
they're trying to make the Bible seem real.
Right.
So that's why they're carving out like that. But see, Israel's backed by the United States. That's why you got people in Jordan and all them spots. They fighting with rocks, and then they got big tanks and AKs and all the big guns we got. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, my boy said I know a nigga dark as hell. He said his ancestors came from Palestine.
Yeah, Palestinian.
That's who was living in there in the 40s, 30s, 1920s. They say in that time there was dark black people living over there after the Holocaust and all of that stuff.
Oh, for sure.
They fixed
that whole everything with the Gaza Strip. That's what that was over. They was basically.
But they never say that's what it's for though.
Yeah, that's why they was killing all the Palestinians and the Jordanians off. So now they got Israel, but it's really like y'all just carved out a fake city for real. Like it's not real. That's Palestine.
To change history. Yeah, they say that's all that, and they say all that area that was black people living in that area back then.
Y'all heard what Ye was saying when Ye was like, he was like, how am I talking bad about him when I'm a Jew too? Y'all, I'm a Jew. How I'm talking bad about him, but they weren't getting that. Like when black people try to say they Jews, like, nah, y'all ain't no Jews. they don't let us say that.
They let you know, man, because look, they say the real Levites in the Bible was black folk, them black people. But man, look, we but this album, though. So right now, with this Agenda 21, man, like I said, I feel that joint. And then I was like, when Poe told me he was from Sac, I was like, damn. So my thing with Sac, man, like growing up, I grew up on Sibo, Brother Lynch, Mr. Doctor, Marvelous, Dub Sac, Gangsta Drayster, Dre, man, all of them. So to see Sacramento now, man, it made me feel good, man. Like, because all of this talent is coming out locally and it's not all gangster shit.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is it makes it a little more difficult for artists like myself out here because we are a gangbang city, like you said, Steve-O, Brother Lynch. Like you go down the line, even like currently, Mozzie, Lavish, all gangster shit. Like so, that's what's gonna get the headlines. That's what's gonna get the Thizzlers and all of the bigger outlets out here. That's what they gonna get behind. You know, but it got to be more than death style for me. That's what I call it. Like they do a lot of death style music. Meaning,
that's
like,
what folk call it too.
If you live that lifestyle, you're gonna die, bro.
It's gonna come to you.
Yeah,
it's gonna come to you.
Yeah, so just doing something different, you know, it makes it a little more difficult, but at the same time, I feel like it'll be greater later. You know what I'm saying?
And it's genuine.
Indeed.
And you ain't trying to be no certain way. I got a little brother. I got two brothers. One locked up now. He hard. One of my little brother, he nice too. So matter of fact, I hit the gallon up for him, man. But it's the thing. So family, anybody listening, man, if you got family, you trying to plug them, and I'm talking to the family who's looking for the hookup, right?
For sure.
You got to be ready.
You got to be ready.
If I go put my neck on the line, I'll be like, yo, Gat, my little brother want to know if you could jump on the track, right?
Right.
Gatlin thinking he ready to do that right now.
Right, he ain't even got the record ready.
He ain't ready. He's like, yo, he said, Gatlin said okay,
and
then he giving me like the homie price, right? So now he said, yo, bro, I gave you that price because I thought little bro was ready to go now. So anybody out there, man, if you got people putting their neck on the line for you, you gotta be real. Like there's a dude out there named Yums. You heard Yums?
Yums, the little homie.
Yeah, man, that nigga Yums be going in, boy.
Yep. Yums is an import. Yums,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. But Yums been here for like 4 or 5 years, and he been rotating. Like that's a little homie, and he got bars. Man.
He got bars. You know, we had him on. We had him and Stuck in the Tree on. They was together for a little bit. So we had him on the show. She hard too. She sing though.
Yeah, she hard. She hard with the vocals. They come from being over there with Space and Nate Curry, they little camp. They do a lot of fun things.
Fool with they got a nice little camp with what's the girl name? Bay God?
Yeah, Bay God. Yeah.
Yo,
all the homies
if the right people get them, it's a wrap, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
They doing their thing over there.
That's the thing, like Sac has those pockets, you know what I mean? Like you have cats like them over there doing what they do with the whole little trap room, trap bedroom type. You know what I mean? You got cats like me and my brother C+ that do more of the lyrical hip hop. You know what I mean? You got everything else, the Lavish D.
You got everything in Sac.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I was telling, I had my cousin listen to they got some eerie rap out in Sac right now. We was listening to a song where damn, who dude name? He with the Mozzie camp. I think he got locked up again though, but tall dude. He was on the jail show.
Oh yeah, you talking about Snubs.
Snubs got a song with the other cat where it's called Dead Ops. So listen, I was watching a review for it. Yeah. And when the beat came on, the reviewer dude stopped it. He said, yo, this sound like some eerie fucking music.
I mean, yeah.
And then when it started, it was like, oh, they going in.
You talking about Stunner 3G?
Yeah, Stunner 3G. And my little brother, he cut hair in Sac, so he cool with them. I think he be cutting like they're taking away wherever Mozzie at. He'll cut Mozzie hair and shit, or trim him up because he got the dreads. But he out there cutting hair, doing his thing. But that shit, man, I say I'm glad I left because it got worse since I left.
But honestly, it's spread though, so it's like it's not just here. They in the Bay doing the same thing. They got the 2s and 3s now. You know what I mean? LA. You see, can't no rappers even touch down in LA right now.
That's why a lot of people moving out of California too.
Well, I mean, shit, it ain't even that. You start going up to Washington and Portland, they on the same shit. You start going.
All the LA niggas moving up there.
Right. Nah, but it's just these young kids, they want to be active. You know how like when we was younger, like you know, you get fly, you knock some hoes. Ooh. These niggas now feel like, well, I can't get no bitches if I ain't got no bodies. Like it's turning into like fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost You know what I mean? The females is saying it like, I don't want to talk to a nigga that ain't got nobody. It's like
that's a fact.
Yeah, it's turning into something demonic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when I was little, I thought I was bad when I was little growing up in Sac. Shit, we was called the little homies. We ain't never do nothing, but we got to affiliate with the neighborhood gang or whatever. Yeah. And we did little stupid shit like steal from 7-Eleven and getting little fights. But now the little homies has got bodies on them.
Yeah, because everybody wants to prove something, and all these kids want to be affiliated with something. So cats is literally ain't got nothing with no beef, just trying to throw themselves in it. Like, oh, well, we clicked up with them. We don't know why, but we just want to be a part of it. Like everybody.
Yeah, my brother right under me, he said, nigga, it's so many little dudes walking around with Mozzie chain on. You don't know who really in it and who ain't. They just got a Mozzie chain.
And the bigger the gang, the more leaks you're gonna have. So that's why, you know, Mozzie in prison right now.
Yeah, I heard he had to do like you doing a year or so.
Yeah.
But look, that's just going, man, let me tell you something. If Mozzie have an album come out like in the next couple months, he good, bro. Like this my thing. He got them, he got so many fans. I think he gonna be straight when he come out. He ain't gotta worry about nothing.
But the problem is the politics here. So Oak Park is at war with each other.
Oh, now that he not around?
They've been out even when he was around.
Because you got separate parts like 30. Like when I lived there, I know 33rd, you got 4th Ave. So like, I don't know, man. Like that shit.
So it's really just the OGs and the youngsters. So it's like, it's a lot of little politics.
You're not paying out. You got to pay homage. I always felt like that too. Like I would have never came out. Like for you to come out with an album. You have no reason to diss the OGs. You would have no reason to diss any OG out there. Like I didn't like when Mozzie and Sebo was beefing because I was like, yo, that shit is stupid.
Well, all Mozzie said in the interview was, yeah, respect to them niggas, but I didn't grow up on that shit. He did.
And he took offense to it?
Them niggas is Crips. He's a blood.
Right,
He's
so
like,
he didn't listen to it.
That's cool. I fuck with them niggas, but I didn't grow up on that shit. And
so he took it as so they kind of like took it as a diss.
Yeah, there's like how you ain't gonna acknowledge us, and we've been.
Hey, look, I don't like shit like that. I don't like shit like that either. Because look, man, I remember I was telling Poe one time. So my ex was arguing with my current wife. Like, so my current wife like, yo, why you on the phone with me? Go take care of your kids.
Yeah.
Nigga, she called me like, oh, you gonna let that bitch talk about our kids? I'm like, she ain't talking about the kids, she talking about your ass.
She talking about you. Yeah.
She not talking about the kids. So don't try to spin that to like she dissing the kids we made. She dissing you. But I can see how people take that shit and be like, oh, okay, well, let's ride on them for this, and that. No, that wasn't even a real
honestly,
diss.
Bro, it was tough to watch, bro. Like to see Sebo do the little video. And it was like, yeah, with the little casket.
Man, Bo still got gas too.
Bo still got gas, but it was just how it looked.
Yeah, it was like Sebo and Mozzie had like a little thing where they was going back and forth dissing each other on songs.
Yeah, so they both have a video dissing each other. The Mozzie one looks a lot more better. You know what I mean? Just aesthetically, and then Bo's is just. If the song was good, the video made it bad.
Hey, what we say about videos, Poe?
Huh?
Body for Body? I think that was an album.
No, I say Sebo, Body for Body, Mozzie diss.
Oh, yeah. But no, remember how we say, Poe, if your song dope and the video dope, like even you can have a song that ain't even that good, but if your video hitting, people gonna be like, well, that shit was all right. Yeah. But if the video trash and you ain't, and you talking something, anybody listen to that, man.
I mean,
you just looking like the.
You'll see how it look. I don't want to get too much into it, but you'll see how it look comparably. So it was just, for me, I'm like, damn, you ain't have to really go to that level with the young bull. You could have just left that alone.
Cause you are, and you that dude, or man, you that dude, or like you said, you still got dudes who alive that fuck with you, that listen to you, that swear by you, that think you that guy. So
Bo was Pac's favorite rapper when Pac was alive.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You can stand on that.
Bo is one of the only Sacramento rappers on a Tupac album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things I'm not gonna come down from to even worry about who the next young bull doing some shit in the city is. It's just
you gotta embrace them.
Yeah, it's just like certain pinnacles I already hit. That's like, and like I said, it's not like Mozzie disrespected him. He didn't say fuck them niggas and they was whack. He didn't do none of that. He just said, I ain't come up on that shit.
Come up on it. And like you said earlier, that's a gang city right now, right? So I remember growing up saying, nigga, we used to listen to music in Sacramento to try to guess what hood they was from when the song came out. Like we knew where Bo or Brother Lynch was from, but like other rappers, they'd say his name, you go, they must be from the Heights. Oh, they must be from from here.
Back then it was about having some mystique though. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, yeah, you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we did too. Shit, we was like, yo, I think he's from the grapes. Niggas didn't know what the grapes was. You like, it's from the grapes. You like, where the grapes at? I don't know if the grapes at, but
see, now they want you to know where they from, which exact block.
They tell you what street, what house.
Yeah, and then when they get indicted, they're like, why? Who's telling? You.
Y'all told on yourself.
That
they can't do that no more.
Hey, like the homie.
They changed the law where they can't use your lyrics no more. At least in California.
Yeah, but you think that's gonna hold up? You can't use your.
Nah, look, like the homie Licks. That's my little brother. That's my little. So I got a half sister. That's her cousin.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like you said, y'all just gotta be more smart, man. How you move. Like if you know shit is bad. Like he shot the No Air video. So he got the gun. He got the gun. He got the gun in the video. Should the police follow you from the video shoot to wherever you at? They pull you over the gun as you had the video in the car.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
I just actually had that happen with one of my videographers who has nothing to do with nothing. He shot a video. Police followed him. He had a registered gun, and they still took him to jail. Took his camera. Took his laptop, talking about it was evidence. He just recently got all this stuff back and still ended up having to do probation and work project and all that. And this is somebody that's not affiliated with no gang. He's just shooting a music video.
Hey, what Lil Wayne said? The feds got Instagram. Nigga, they like your photos too.
Oh yeah, they do. Right. They got TikTok and that's the thing. They ain't even got to look hard now because you pulling up on the block and letting them know everything you got going. So they ain't got to really do no work. They should be downsizing at this point. They don't even need all of that no more.
Man, look, I feel like the game is funny though, because we always talk about this, bro. Like, it's just too many rappers right now. Like, some of y'all could be fans, some of y'all could be A&R, some of y'all could be produced. Man, look, let the rappers rap and stop trying to just jump on just because you think it look good. Like they got that thing going around that say it's a little reel they use, and it'd be like your friends be like, why you ain't famous yet? And you be like, cause you ain't share my shit. But listen, they ain't sharing it because they trying to do it.
I mean, it's that, but it's also easier to do. Back in the day, you had to get real studio time, find a real producer, real engineer. Cause a Soulja Boy, we could just sit at home and rap on a laptop, GarageBand through your phone, load it straight to iTunes from DistroKid.
Yeah.
It's easier to be a rapper.
Shit, Poe did an R&B song, uploaded that bitch right through DistroKid.
Right.
I said Fruity Loop changed the game, huh?
I'm just saying, like, it ain't gotta be mixed. There's no filter now.
Shit. You know what I mean? I found the site where you upload it and they got some shit, they just mix it for you right there.
They do. That should be like master your track in minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
they probably don't do it like it's supposed to be done all the way, but it sounds better.
I mean, when I was a kid, rappers got paid to rap. Nowadays, rappers are paying to rap.
And you believe it's the most dangerous profession right now?
Yeah, but it goes back to what you said. Everybody's not rappers. That's why it's dangerous.
But I don't know, man. I remember y'all know who J.O. Felony is?
Yeah.
So
I remember I asked him about the rapper shit. He was like, "What you mean?" And then he was like, man, that shit ain't got, he said, it's just like black people getting killed a lot. It's like we thinking it's rappers, but it's really black people. It's just, it's we killing these, like we just happen to be that they are rappers, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot of black people, we just killing each other on some stupid shit a lot.
I mean, out here it's just minorities, period. The Mexicans killing each other too.
Yeah.
You know? They
and it's a lot, man. I think, I don't know, man. I think it's a mixture of things. Like I ain't affiliated. I don't bang, man. But I like Briss.
Yeah,
Briss. Look, when somebody told me about Briss and I heard them songs, I was like, oh, that nigga, he next. He next. I heard he was in LA or planning to go to LA because he was about to blow up. But
I mean, Briss was doing his thing, you know. Unfortunately, you know, he succumbed to the neighborhood.
You got one foot in the game, one foot trying to do the business right. But that shit, like you say, if you talking about that shit gonna come. That you can't keep talking about that stuff in them songs, man.
Yeah,
I really believe that.
I mean, because words at the end of the day are curses, right? So if you continue to keep pushing that, eventually it's gonna happen to you.
Man, I learned something in church. This past week, man. They said, we all guilty of doing it. We be like, yo, my head killing me. But you keep saying that shit. Now they gonna say you got a brain tumor now.
You're right.
Because you've been saying for the last 30 years.
Right.
Whenever something happens, your head killing you, my back killing me. Now your back fucked up. You got scoliosis, whatever.
You speaking it into fruition. You know, just how we can speak good things, we can speak bad things too. And a lot of people don't realize that.
I'm healthy, rich,
and that and that's why rap is so deadly. Because look what they talking about. That's
man, I got.
Everybody want to hear it too.
I got to shout out Snoop Dogg, man. They got some new shit called Doggy Land. Like little kids cartoons, this shit's hard as hell. He got affirmations in there, everything.
Nah, that's tight.
His name Bob Wiz on there, huh?
Nah, that's what's needed though.
Stuff like that. Tight, man. I was just like, man, they just made me smile. I was like, damn, Snoop came a long ass way.
I mean, you got to
think. A murder case. That nigga granddaddy now, nigga putting out nursery rhymes. So I was like, damn.
And he got Death Row back.
Yeah.
So
that's a black superhero. Like we call Nip a black super. That we got him sprinkled in there. We just got to keep him alive.
We just got to keep him alive, and ain't nobody running down on Snoop like that because Snoop's not putting that message out there. Snoop's not like, I'm still looking for Pyrus and slide. He not
all that shit go when he beat that case,
right? You know, but even before that, he never really rap. Even like
he never banged on no song.
Yeah, like they was like, we Crips, but they was never like fuck Bloods. You know what I'm saying?
He was the type of dude that made other people walk around and say they was Crips too. Nigga, You got white people trying to Crip walk and shooting videos when we would never dare to go, let me go Crip walking. You know, man, you don't know who neighborhood you in. Now you got white people Crip walking, white people.
Oh yeah, Asian.
Everybody, right?
White, Mexican, girls. Hipster girls start Crip walking in the middle of the park. It's taking on the life of its own. You know what I'm saying?
We looking like, damn, this bitch don't know what she doing right now. She over here Crip walking. Let me go ahead and leave.
You got to think though, the Crips actually commercialized though. There really hasn't been a real blood to commercialize yet. I mean, you can say Lil Wayne if you want, but I feel like Lil Wayne. I mean, I ain't gonna say.
Look, man, didn't him and Game do a song called Red Nation?
Yeah.
I was like, man, they trying.
Y'all saw that shit with Sue Surf?
Yeah. They said he barricaded himself in the crib. He did not want to come out.
I was like, damn, I didn't know he was in that shit like that.
Man, you could. This is what I say about rap. You could tell who really doing that shit, and you could tell who ain't for the most part. Like Surf. I don't know, man. I didn't really. I mean, Surf talk because you can tell by the way somebody talk. Like if you listen to Benny the Butcher, you like he probably was really selling dope back in the day or whatever. Like just the way they talk about that, with the way they talk about stuff, you could kind of like, yeah, they probably was really in that shit.
Right. See, but sometimes
the rapper just be the money man. He may not be the one doing all
the
of the
stuff,
violence and doing all the everything, but he might have been taking, I don't know, because I don't know the man, but he might have been taking that 50K from the battle and putting it back in the hood.
Like Casanova.
Yeah.
Casanova had to plead because it was like shit. Everybody around me didn't play it, so I'm going to just go ahead and do mine too. Then I financed this. I did this. I did
Because
that.
don't nobody want to sit on the sword at the end of the day.
All day.
I was gonna say, and I heard they going after Future and this other guy. So how many more guys they finna get with this Rico?
Man, look, like I said, like I tell everybody on here,
they gotta stop rapping about that shit.
Rico is the easiest thing they can throw on somebody because you don't need a lot to prove it.
No, it's a fake law that Giuliani invented to get rid of the mob. You know what I'm saying? Specifically John Gotti, because he got tired of all that Teflon John shit.
Yeah, he was stunting after he won them won them cases. So they had to come up with something to be like, we can get him for anything now. We can get him for look, you rented the car. Like, didn't they have some shit? You rented the car that the person used to drive. So therefore you are guilty of the murder as well.
Not even that. I'll give you a simpler one. Rico is 3 or more people that's considered a gang. So us 3 right now, we could talk about robbing a bank, not actually do it, and they could still give us conspiracy, right? Conspired to do it.
Yep.
That's how finicky that law is.
That's why I was telling
many people do that every day. Like, man, I slap the shit out this bitch and don't. But what if they just decided to be like, no, Rico, you thought about it, so even though you didn't do it, you thought about it. Here's 20 years.
Or even if you didn't know, like I told Poe this situation, right. I said, if Poe sold dope and called it chicken, and I called Poe on the phone and I was talking about Popeyes, but I was like, y'all finna go get some chicken, and we hung up. Now, you a conspiracy of selling the same chicken that we accusing him of selling because we got you on phone talking about chicken. You're like, wait, I'm talking about Popeyes.
I got a partner that just did 3 years in the feds because of that. So it was some cats that they was following on a bigger dope case. They hit him for a little bit of tree. All he said was, "Yep, I got that, and I'll be there." 2 phone counts, 5 years in the feds. Yeah.
That's why I say you can't. You got
because they was on. They caught him in a bigger case. You know what I'm saying? And really all the other people had to really say that was involved was that he wasn't involved, and they didn't even do that. They didn't even go to court and do that. You know
niggas be like, that's fucked up what they doing to us. That's fucked up what they doing to us. What you mean?
Niggas talk all that gangster shit till they get to jail, and all that shit go out the window. Niggas snitching and everything.
I mean, yeah, because once you locked up, especially the youngins, you got to think they doing a lot of high powered drugs, bro. They doing the beans, and they taking perks, and they taking Xans, and they take. So once all them pills and shit wear off, and you sitting in there, boy, you get hell yeah, you get to tell it. Niggas is
you like where I'm at
that point.
You be like where I'm at, like nigga, you in San Quentin, nigga, what? Mom!
Niggas is having withdrawals and all kind of shit. Niggas in there with the shakes. You got to think, bro. These kids is on high powered drug, basically giving them heroin in the pill. You know what I'm saying?
That's what my little brother caught up. My little brother caught up in that shit right now.
What drug is that?
Which one?
What you say?
What drug is that? The heroin in the pill.
Oxycontin.
Oh,
yeah, that man. Hey, I was telling somebody the other day about Oxycontin. I said, that shit, man. I had one before, nigga. I know what that shit feel like.
Yeah, you ass floating for a day, whole day.
So what happened with the Oxy is the white kids got a hold of them, and they went from taking them to crushing them and snorting them to eventually slamming them to where they shooting them up. And then once they get to the point of shooting, they figure out shit, heroin cheaper, and they start doing heroin.
And they don't need a prescription for the heroin,
right? So it was the case actually out here in Sac in Granite Bay, some rich kids. They ended up killing somebody, 2 wrestlers, because they had got addicted to Oxycontin and went on a heroin binge. You know what I'm saying? One of them had a wrestling injury, and the doctor prescribed them Oxycontin. They turned into full-on heroin addicts, ended up killing a girl, doing hella shit.
Yeah, nigga, that shit. I had a Percocet when I had a root canal. I was like, Nigga, get these shits away from me because
Yeah.
I need one right now. Nigga, and I know I ain't in no pain. I just want to feel like I felt an hour ago.
But that
And that's the
kind of stronger. That's kind of stronger than the Percocet, ain't it? Because I kind for brain surgeries and shit.
Yeah, the oxy.
Yeah, the Vicodins, all that.
Patients. You know what I'm
That's what I'm saying. So my whole thing is, man, y'all got all these drugs out here, but then that's why they got to make this shit legal now, because y'all trying to trip off weed when people taking shit like that and it's fucking them up crazy. The weed don't do nothing to you. You can smoke weed all day. You ain't finna kill nobody. None of that shit.
Right.
You ain't never heard nobody killing nobody from smoking no weed.
Right, but that's why they all got sued too. That's why all the pharmaceutical companies, Oxycontin companies, had to pay $1 billion. They already had to pay for it, but what's $1 billion if we already made 10?
Yeah, you eating.
You eating off that shit. They probably made $100 billion, 100.
Yeah, it's an actual movie on it. They got a little movie on Netflix where they talk about the settlement and they talk about how they got the shit passed through and all the shit. It's called like the Wonder Drug or some shit.
I think I saw that. I never watched it though. Shit,
They was literally paying to falsify all of the reviews and the clinical trials and all the shit. They didn't get caught till there was a couple billion up.
I saw a video. I saw Kabi going to Reddit and looking at the old shit. Them niggas used to push cigarettes like after you had a baby. They used to push cigarettes, say cigarettes healthy. You can lose weight doing cigarettes. Yeah.
So this is that. So this is the same government now that's telling you to go get a COVID shot. This is the same government that's telling you to go get a flu shot, that's telling you to do all this stupid shit that's going to eventually end up on a commercial 10 years from now. Did you get that COVID shot in 2020? Call you're going to have to call that number.
Facts. You know look, my wife got a flu shot last week and was out for like 4 days. Yeah. I said, I ain't getting that shit then. I said, look, if that flu shot did that to you, I ain't doing it.
Flu. Just let me get the flu.
It gave her a crazy flu. I heard back in the day, like, all right, give you a little bit because the influenza is actually inside the virus when they give you, inside the shot. So you may feel something. But what she had, nigga, I thought I made her take a COVID test every day, bro. So I was like, yo, you sure that's a flu shot? Right. You sick like you full blown sick.
They just gave her the flu, huh? Said, fuck it. We're gonna give you the flu.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Go ahead and spread this to your family, because nigga.
Did y'all get some high power shit?
No, we ain't get sick. That's why I was scared too. I was like, how we ain't get sick? We was around her all day. We ain't get sick, but she don't even want sick.
Yeah, see, it's an isolated illness. That lets you know they got some shit that can spread and some shit that can't.
Hey, what Andre 3000 said? He said they got some shit that'll blow your back from where we at.
He told you that in what? The 90s, right?
Yep.
98? He told you that shit?
And he wasn't talking about no gun. We thought we was talking about a gun. He wasn't talking about no gun shit.
Hey, that movie Outbreak came to life with COVID.
Yep.
Well, you remember it was H1N1.
Yeah.
I remember
it was a bird flu.
Yep.
And then they had that other shit that could what was that shit that could kill SARS? Then it was
SARS. Yeah, the SARS outbreak, yep.
But none of that shit had enough legs to carry what COVID did. COVID is the first shit, like, we all got sent home, bro. Like, I had to sit there with my kid and act like I've been through this shit before. I ain't been through this. I'm going through this shit just like my 8-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
All day long, just sitting here. Like, I'm over here, nigga, hair growing. I let my hair grow out, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Looking crazy.
And like, it was a cool financial time. A lot of people was making money and not spending money, but they kicked niggas' asses when you came back outside because of inflation. The gas went up, cost of living went up, food went up,
everything went up.
Kicking people's ass right now. Everybody talking about how rent is at an all-time high, but now all the houses going up. So niggas trying to buy, like, I want to buy a house. You gonna buy this house, and then market gonna go back down. It's gonna be another housing crash. Watch.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's coming. So it's kind of the same game they run. What happens is when the houses go up, the interest rates go down. So right now the houses are up because the interest rates were down, but now the interest rates are going up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting that 1% or that 2% or that 3% you was getting. Now it's 7, 10. So the housing prices are going to go back down now. They always flip flop. It goes from the banks to the houses, from the banks to the houses. You know what I'm saying?
I got lucky. I got my shit. I had got 2.5. Luckily.
Yeah. See, that's perfect. You got a 30-year fix. You good. See where they got people. The last the last housing crisis, they did that 7-year fix and told everybody, oh, don't worry, when that 7 years come, your rate gonna drop. That rate doubled and quadrupled and tripled. And you can afford that shit. That's what happened out here in Cali. Like, say your mortgage was $2,000, now that bitch is $7,000.
The interest fuck you up. Like I said, my shit 2.25, that shit lovely. That shit helped me out.
Hey, they give that house right back, huh? Y'all come get this motherfucker. I ain't paying $7,000 a month.
They was talking about this girl. They was talking about. She actually was saying that she was up somewhere up north, but she was saying she bought a house because she was renting and she was paying $800. So she was like, man, I'm just gonna buy a house. And then she bought a house, but by the time she did all the paperwork, the interest ended up being 7. So she ended up paying $1,600 for the house. She was like, I can't afford that shit, and that's a lot of people in that situation.
Right. Yeah. And then you got people jumping states, but every state going up. Like I was just in New Orleans. New Orleans at an all-time high. No matter where you go, the prices is up. It don't matter. There's nowhere to run to. You know
that's why I mean out here. I ain't never buy no house out here. I'm in New York City. I'm gonna have to move to like Mississippi or something to buy a house. Ain't shit because
but at one point, 10 years ago, you could have bought a nice little something in Brooklyn for cheap.
Yeah. And it would have been. And you like people now. You got people that be like, how come you ain't bought nothing? But they bought their shit 10, 15 years ago when it was 200,000. Now that shit worth 800,000.
What was Jay-Z saying about Dumbo?
Oh yeah, he said, I wish I would have bought that shit. I feel like a Dumbo. I feel like a Dumbo now because that shit great.
I was actually just in Dumbo. I was at Dumbo House with Static. He do a little something.
Oh yeah, Dumbo, man. You know how much it costs? Man, it costs so much money to live in Dumbo now.
Yeah, I know. I could tell by the white people sightseeing.
and you right by the bridge. So
yeah, you right by the bridges.
You go right across. You in Manhattan. So like, yeah, Dumbo. Yeah, if you'd have bought some shit back at Dumbo back then, you'll be a multi-millionaire right now.
So I mean, it's like for me, like New York, it seemed like you got to get the outskirts, the Long Islands, all of them different spots.
Yeah,
that's only shit.
Westchester, Yonkers. Go Yonkers, the Bronx. People even getting priced out of the Bronx, and the Bronx used to be like, and Staten Island, somewhat, but Brooklyn, forget about it. Like that shit, man. We was just driving down the street, and we saw a building, and we called it. We looked on the website to see how much a 3-bedroom for rent was. That shit said $78.95.
Yeah,
damn.
78. I said, you know what? But you know what? Somebody gonna pay it. Yeah, $7,895 for rent, 3-bedroom.
Damn.
But look, but listen. If you got somebody, you got people that make like 10, 15 million a year that'll pay that shit. Which is why you got people which is why those places will get filled. Those places gonna fill up. Yeah. Offer somebody to say, I live downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Hey, we going through it right now, nigga. Like right here, where we live Oceanside, so they done rebuilt all downtown. So before that shit was like kind of like just a, like a beach city. Like you just go there and walk. Now they got all these high rises downtown.
They ain't like South Coast Highway.
Yeah. And then they finna also like right down the street where Navy Fed is at. They finna build a fucking stadium. So that stadium come. They finna do the same thing. When that stadium come.
Oh yeah, the money going up.
Go up.
That's why I've been in Brooklyn with the Barclays Center.
Yep. So I already told
it's the same out here, right? Like where Mozzie from in Oak Park. Niggas, white people walking poodles right now. They built all kind of.
Hey, but you know what? Let's take it further. Let's take it further. Is people running up on them white people walking a poodle?
Hell nah. You know why? Though? You know why?
Why?
The police over there in CCTV. You know what I'm saying? Like the black areas are still very dark and not well lit.
Hey, I always tell people.
Well lit.
I always tell people, look. Niggas used to be, and this is Sacramento. Look, man, niggas used to be scared to get gas. If you cause you went to Valley High, right?
Yep.
There's a Shell at Mac Road at the end, kind of. Niggas won't stop there getting no gas at nighttime.
The Shell or the AM/PM to this day.
At nighttime?
Still right now, it's still like that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you get everything took.
Prettier. It looks prettier. They remodeled it, but you still get fucked up.
Right there by where the DD's was at.
Yeah.
The Shell on the right there.
Yeah.
My mom wanted to get some gas one night. I said, we ain't going to that one.
Yeah, they redid it now. They built a whole little Shell market and all that.
Oh,
man. Enticing. It looks very enticing, but I wouldn't go.
Not at night.
Not at nighttime, nigga. Somebody, it's some young. Hey, real quick, what he 40? What's that song he 40 got? My little grimy nigga. He don't rap or nothing. He the nigga outside with
nah, hell yeah, they bringing that back. You know that song 11 years old, but it's just now making a comeback. Yeah.
Damn. Yo, that song is real.
Because it's very relevant. You see how that happens? You know, and that's the thing about music, right? It lives forever. So it may not catch right away. It might take 10 years. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Look at old boy that was with Daft Punk, the Nile dude. He been doing all that little style forever, and then Daft Punk came and grabbed him, and now all his old shit done blew up from 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I think the game is in good hands. Like I told people sometimes, I said, man, we that generation right now that's gonna keep hip hop, that's gonna keep the old heads alive. Cause I don't like listening. I don't like when young dudes don't know who like KRS-One is, or they don't know who. Shit, you got people that don't know who Jadakiss is, and you a rapper.
No, that's your ancestors. You gotta know who your ancestors is. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but
that's ancestors.
Right, but it's not. But that's the thing, right? Is like you said, they rappers, bro. They not MCs. They rappers. They don't care.
That's true.
Them niggas is just looking at rap shit.
Hey, I want to be like Lil Baby.
The only reason I say that though, because like if you go to these other genres and they do that shit, they get shut down. They're not gonna let you come to the country and be like, nigga, I don't know
fuck Willie Nelson.
Yeah, they gonna be like, no, nigga, no, they gonna shut your ass down. But here,
we don't own our culture.
Yeah,
and that go back to
the interview.
The people that own our culture is able to do that. It's not us. We don't own shit.
Damn.
They just put Diddy up there to dance and tell you that shit cool.
Yeah.
Up there and
y'all saw that
a few bottles up and nigga, we accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I seen the shit he did with Mace.
That's the one thing I was like, man, we gotta quit doing. I was like, man, I know all like a lot of the rappers, they like to sell shit. But we gotta quit selling fucking alcohol all the time. We gotta sell something else. Like, why everybody want to sell alcohol?
I think ain't Jay-Z suing somebody?
Yeah, he's suing his partner, Duce.
But yeah, I heard that. But Nas, we be shucking and jiving. We still shucking and jiving.
I mean, we don't got no dog in the fight. You feel me? The dogs that we have in the fight have owners. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, I mean, even Jay-Z, like when the Kaepernick shit happened, nigga, they went and paid Jay-Z to shut niggas up.
Hey, I'm saying, what y'all think about Ice Cube? He just came out. He said ESPN and NBA trying to shut down Big Three.
Yeah, Kanye inspired him.
Yep.
No.
He inspired Kanye.
No, time out. He just came out and spoke, and he said it was a statement he made, and he was like, I did not influence Kanye on his statements.
He didn't, but you know how like one nigga step up, it makes him step up. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
man, Ice Cube been like that his whole Ice Cube been like that his whole career.
And he said he did, but he did at the same time.
Kanye just a vessel. Like he kicked it off, and now niggas is coming.
Hey,
like,
that's a fact. Cause shit, Ice Cube never gave a fuck about the government. Never gave a just going in, and we shit. All right, we doing this. We going along with it, but
as
Cube been doing that for a minute.
As Black people, we have to be careful though, because they don't let us pass our wealth on. Mm-hmm. Other generations, the reason why they have generational wealth versus us, we don't die with our bread. They strip Mike of all his bread. They strip Prince of all his bread. They strip Cosby of all his bread. You don't really die with your bread and pass it on if you're a Black man. That don't happen. You can look at the history of it. We don't get to pass our bread on. They do. They get to pass their bread down. You know what I'm saying? We don't. They strip niggas of dignity and bread before you die.
Hey, I was watching some old Prince interviews. He ain't fuck around.
Nah, and that's why they had to strip
him. At the same time, what I was watching about Prince, man, he was biting Rick James hard as hell. He bit Rick James goddamn hard. It don't make no sense. That's why Rick James didn't like him. Like he can't. Rick James put him on his first tour, but then he used to just watch Rick James start biting all this shit.
Yeah, because Prince looked at it like, man, this nigga a drug addict. He fucked up. I'm gonna take this shit and run this shit up.
This nigga right here, this is as far as he's gonna get with this shit. This nigga snorting powder, beating bitches up.
But you notice he even copied them with the girls. You remember he had the girls.
But James always had those girls around him.
Yeah, he got they really like each other. I didn't know that shit.
Hey, but the flip side about it, Rick James was Mary Jane is all he needed.
Yeah.
Fire Desire, them song. That one.
The problem is he ain't on his fucking publishing. So somebody
like we was talking about that earlier. We was talking about earlier today. They said if you go look at some of them Motown deals, they ain't shit compared to the people who get ripped off today.
Well,
they lost millions.
Right, so you got to understand the only nigga that really beat him at their own game was Michael Jackson, bro, and that's why they got rid of that nigga. That's why they did him like Kanye. He was wacko, jacko, the kids spending the night, nigga. Yeah. They did all of that because he did that interview in Paris where he talked about how he owned half of Sony and he owned all them artists. When he did that and talked about Tommy Mottola, they thrashed him.
He got killed right after.
Well, it was they destroyed him first. He was wacko, jacko first. They destroyed him for 5 years in the media, then they killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they was doing that wacko jacko for a long time. They was doing wacko jacko since Leave Me Alone. That's why he put it in the video. You remember he was talking about in the video?
Yeah.
Leave me alone. How long ago was that shit? That shit was in the 80s.
Yeah. Right. That was like
they've been doing that shit saying they was doing it, like he said. I guess Kanye was right. He's like, y'all trying to Michael me.
Yeah. Because what Michael had did is Michael had bought himself out of his deal and walked away from Sony owning half of Sony, dog. They did not like that. Once they
did he have a Beatles Masters?
He had a lot of people.
He owned the Beatles Masters or something like that.
Everybody talks about that. Fuck the Beatles, dog. He had Eminem. He had Beyonce. He had a bunch of other people. Beatles wasn't shit. That nigga owned Muddy Waters, dog. The song Muddy Waters, that nigga owns that. He owned all that shit. There's an interview with Dick Gregory where he pulls out the papers and tells you A through Z all of the catalog.
All the catalogs he got when he owned half.
Yeah, I know they said he even bought back Sly Stone's masters for him. Like he was even buying back his homie shit and giving it to his homies and shit.
So boom. So his catalog is worth a couple billion. They go to Joe Jackson after Mike died. Hey, we need that catalog. Joe say, fuck y'all. Joe died. Yeah. Then they go to Michael Jackson. Mama, she get that catalog away for $100 million, bro.
What?
Look it up.
She did?
Hell yeah. She wanted her life though.
Yeah, they was gonna kill her anyway. Yeah.
So that was the fee you had to pay to stay alive, right?
That was kind of like, here, take this and go live your life.
Yeah,
go
but
take
think
care
about
of
it.
Your grandkids. And
they sold Michael Jackson's masters for $100 million. That shit should be $100 billion.
Look it up.
It should be worth 100. Fucking Thriller itself is $100 million.
That's how they rob niggas. Bro.
Every album should be $1 million.
This is what Kanye wanted to tell y'all.
Hey, that's like out here in Brooklyn with the brownstones.
Yes.
Black people bought brownstones $30,000, $25,000. White people come in and say, I give you $500,000 for it right now. You like, well, shit, I paid $25. I'll take it.
And then they
nigga, that shit worth $8 million. That shit worth $6 million, $8 million, $5 million. Nigga, you just gave away.
Hey, I might
now you at home, like, damn, I could have had $5 million. They robbed me.
I might well just take this down and put it on Patreon. Huh? They gonna flag a nigga on this interview.
Put that bitch on Patreon. Hey, but you know what though? We ain't really talk about nobody in particular, so we should be all right.
We ain't call nobody out their name. We're not being anti-Semitic. We're not being none of that.
We'll see if YouTube think that. We'll see what YouTube say.
We had a video. We had an interview where a dude went in on COVID. They took that joint down, boy. They was like,
I was like, damn. I ain't know. I was like, oh, YouTube watching my shit like that. I didn't know YouTube watching my shit.
They took that shit down so damn fast.
Anything with COVID in it, they're gonna watch. If you say the word COVID, they're gonna look into it. So that's why, I just tell people listen to the album. I don't really get too much into talking about it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, listen to it.
That joint, man. I was the Shaq joint hard. I shot Bill Gates. Did I see you had rest in peace, man? You had King of Holly on there, man. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was my dog, man. Rest in peace, King of Holly, man.
Man, I know the city took a big loss. with that one.
Yeah, man, we did. Doe was like a real vessel as far as for the hip hop, for like people like myself and my brother Plus and even Gat. Like, you know, he was a real vessel for that whole hip hop movement, because he did it at a time when nobody was doing it.
When nobody doing that. Hey, we had a speech from Arrested Development on, and he was talking about how when they came out, it was NWA, all this gangster was out, and they came out with this whole different genre of rap, and they was kind of nervous about it, but they didn't know winning a Grammy. You know, and at that, so people, you never know what people were looking for at the time.
But timing is everything, right? Because that didn't work out for PM Dawn when they tried to do it.
Oh yeah, nah, everybody.
Yeah. So it worked for Arrested Development. It worked for De La Soul. Tribe Called Quest. It didn't necessarily work for PM Dawn when they tried.
It didn't work for PM Dawn because them fools tried to diss KRS-One.
Well, I mean, and it was just like niggas was like, y'all soft. These niggas got flowers in your hair.
And y'all can't claim rap, my nigga. Y'all gotta go.
It's
too weird. Make me go back and listen to that song. That song was hard though. Like you can't even like you got Drake now, man. That shit go right, bro.
It was Drake. Yeah, no, it wasn't bad music, but it was a bad time.
And I was just thinking about when y'all was talking. I was like, man, like how the world, you know how hip hop is and how they say NWA had a lot to do, how the influence of rap. I was like, man, imagine if Ice Cube wasn't in NWA. I think that we would have been like, he was like the only one kind of like.
He wrote all the lyrics.
Yeah, I'm saying, so he was one kicking the knowledge, kicking the game. So
he was the political one in the group.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was the one, he didn't care what he said. Listen, No Vaseline is still probably one of the hardest diss songs ever.
What it is he was intelligent but ignorant at the same time. So he was able to get the ignorance off and then also throw in some intelligence. And it came into fruition more as a solo artist, like when he was doing America's Most Wanted.
Lethal Injection, all that.
Yeah, he started to dig more into the political shit. But when it was NWA, he threw a little bit of like, you know what I mean?
Political
like,
in there,
I got some knowledge, but fuck the police. Nigga. Yeah,
he was doing the bitches a bitch. He was doing that. But when, like you said, American Most Wanted with Who's the Mac? Who's the
oh man,
all that's classic music, and that was Cube branching
True to the Game.
Yeah.
The game, it stood the test of time. Like
that's a fact, man. He got one of the hardest songs ever. My favorite song is the one that was
Ghetto Bird. Yeah, Kendrick had to bring it back with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man. We was talking about Kendrick the other day. I said Kendrick, man. I think he's elevated to that level. Some people say the music ain't it don't got a lot of replay value, but what it do, but you forced to, I guess you forced to still crown him that guy.
You know what it is? I'm about to tell you the realest part of it. Everybody's operating on such a low frequency that when you actually put something out that's of a higher frequency, niggas are terrified of it. It's like, I know it's right, but I don't want to hear that right now.
It's kind of like Nas. You want to go back to it. He kind of like how Nas was. Now fuck with Nas, but before they weren't fucking with Nas like that. Before he was rapping over people's heads, but now his people are older, so he's like, okay. But when he was
he's just talking about his life now.
Yeah.
He's talking about he's getting with Hit Boy, talking about his accomplishments and kicking it with bitches.
And he got a Grammy, and that shit hard too.
He's not just beating you over the head with the shit he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He's not talking to you about the Israelites and all that shit. Like,
but then that's what was funny because Jay-Z wasn't doing that at first. Now he doing it now.
But Jay-Z clout, you got to think that was one of Jay-Z's main disses. Nigga, what you trying to kick knowledge?
Yeah. Knowledge.
Yeah, now you kicking knowledge.
You
didn't
even know back then. Yeah, he didn't even know back then.
Y'all know who I like, man. I had to watch this documentary, and now I had listened to his albums and stuff. I like that dude now, Lil Baby.
Man, Lil Baby hard, yo.
I know. I didn't know he was that tight. He tight.
Man, Lil Baby.
I was like, damn, can I listen to that?
Baby is that he wasn't the rapper.
That's what I like. He wasn't the rapper.
He wasn't the rapper. He was a dude.
Nigga, he was like, I was coming through laughing at the rappers. I had more money than the rappers. I was buying niggas weed and niggas joking with these niggas and leaving.
Facts. Young Thug is the one, like Young Thug said, man, I want a little baby get off the street so bad, I would give that nigga any type of money he wanted. He said, I would have gave $1 million, but what he did, he said, let me hold. I think he ended up giving him like 20, 30,000. And told him you gotta leave the streets alone or whatever. But like
locked the nigga in the studio.
Yeah, locked him in the studio. Like, look, nigga, you gonna get off these streets. Whatever you need, tell me. He said I would have gave that nigga $1 million if he asked for it. But now Lil Baby, that dude, like right now, this generation, like that's my Lil Baby might be my guy.
And I'll listen to that My Turn, because that's the one he was talking about on the documentary. Man, that shit I was like, damn, he rapping like that. And it wasn't like
the whole album.
I'm like, damn, he
ride. Man, that's what I said. We talk.
It don't make no sense.
When we talk, you could tell.
Though. I was skeptical.
Yeah.
You know, and then I heard one song, then I heard two, and I said, hold on, this nigga rapping. And then
he rapping.
You know, I had to pull the title up and run through it on the road trip.
Look, even if you listen to the song, he got with 42 Dub, We Paid. And like he talking on that joint.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Doug. Doug got a little different voice.
Doug, hey, ESTG is my guy though.
Yeah, ESTG is like a Louisville Mozzie.
Yeah, he going and I heard he went to Sac City.
Yeah, that's where he picked up a lot of the lingo in the game. If you hear some of the shit he be saying, he be using a lot of little Sac lingo. He be talking about the and you feel me? He be talking about a lot of shit we talk about out here.
And Yo Gotti, hey, we gotta give Yo Gotti Executive of the Year at the end of the year.
I mean, you know,
he put that whole little Black Glorilla with Cardi B song Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Man, that shit, man. I don't really listen to a lot of the new rap, like a lot of like you said earlier. I think a lot of it is like chants, like death chants and shit like that. But some of that shit be hard. Like STG, if you recite his lyrics, you probably gonna put a curse on yourself, nigga. But
you look, niggas ride around to that shit getting shot at.
Hey, I remember STG said the opposite had a 60-day stretch without dying. I'm like, what?
Hey, some of that shit like. That shit good to listen to when you in the gym, though. That shit get you crunk.
Right, but see, and then you be in the gym like, nigga, this nigga bump into me, nigga. This nigga put the weights down wrong, nigga.
I wish a nigga would.
Yeah, like it's just not fun. They got females fighting. They think they niggas. It's just crazy, bro.
Hey, I just read a story about rest in peace King Von. There was a girl out there in Chicago, man, like. Yeah. Supposedly they said he killed her or whatever, but she was knocking him down.
Yeah, sworn enemies.
Yeah, she was. And then she ended up getting killed, but they said he did it. But yeah, she was 15. Yeah. They said she was knocking him down at 14, 15.
Yeah, she was a little. Yeah. I watched her little story. Her name was like Taekwon or something like that. Yeah. I watched her little story. That shit was crazy. But see, they was able to pull up tweets from 2008 and 9 where they talking about all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, Von, one thing about Von was such a demon. He left all that shit up. Like when they was piecing together pieces, he never deleted no old tweets or nothing. He left all that shit up for him to piece together.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck. I remember when I was watching The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne tried to slide him and say, hey man, Von, you know, it's hard for you to fill out a job application because on the spot right here where it said if you ever committed a felony, you know, it's hard for you. Hey, but Dirk was like,
Dirk,
don't, we ain't even going there. We ain't even going. I was like, I said, what Charlemagne trying to slide King Von on here, man? You know that man. You know he can't be talking about that type of stuff on them shows.
Nah, but you got to think, right? So these people that own these labels, bro, they know that the death style is what sells. It's not about the music. It's about more or less, this is reality TV. He might die next week. Oh, and he's talking about that guy. So even if I don't like the music, I'm tuning in just to see who's gonna die. So it's you got all of these people capitalized. That's why they don't really want music with a message, because in their head, that's not popular. That don't sell. That don't translate. What translates is you actually dying and them niggas making all the money off your shit. And these youngsters You know, they came up on Call of Duty and GTA, bro. This shit, it's not really GTA and Call of Duty in real life. You really gonna end up in that box. You know
you gonna
no motherfucking reset button in life, nigga.
So a nigga like ESTG is gonna tell you to go do it, and then when you go do it, he gonna keep rapping about it. You finna go sit down.
Hey, what E40 said, if we was really out here doing this, we'd be dead or in jail somewhere.
Right.
We giving y'all the stories of where we from. We ain't doing it.
But they're not doing that no more. They're telling you what they're doing. They're really doing it. They're pulling up footage of these niggas.
Hey, because look, rest in peace, PNB Rock. In that video, he said, oh yeah, somebody tried to step to my little brother. He got knocked down. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? Like, you think you're in the Twilight Zone watching them interviews sometimes.
I just want to say, this should say, I had looked find that video y'all was talking about, but it say one of these videos say rappers who were killed by King Von. What they mean, rappers? That should say plural.
No, they said, man, that's what I'm saying. They said he was putting them down, and no girl was too. They was like he said, they were sworn enemies. So like,
her name is
was it like Barnes or something?
Kyria G.I. Barnes. That's her name.
Yeah,
look up her story.
Her Instagram page still up. You can go. I went and found her Instagram when I was reading it. They still got an IG. Yeah, they say she was like 16, 15, 16.
But one of the videos, they show
Barnes.
Yeah, they show like all the tweets between them, and she's like, yeah, you know, I caught your man on Main Street, and he's like, oh, but what about your boy on the bus last week? Like, they like,
you know what? It started with that dude that they was all name dropping in a song back in the day, Tuka. So Tuka mom, she just did an interview earlier this year, or late last year, where she was like, I'm tired of like people still using my son's name. If he was who he was, if y'all say he was this and that, why y'all still talking about him? So when Tuka died, all these bodies started dropping, and
people start getting checked too, because people from other places like Young and May was like, I'm smoking Tuka,
right?
And like they got ran down on, like that's really a person, like this some Chicago shit. This ain't a new word for weed, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they thought they were talking about a new strand. Nah, you talking about a dude, bruh.
Yeah. So now everybody on that, everybody hot pack. Oh yeah, we smoking.
Hey, look, I think when the Cowboys lost the Eagles, they said we smoking on this Cowboys pack. I'm like,
so everything is a pack. So everything is disrespectful now. And that's why the violence is like that. You won't even let people rest in peace. Niggas want
y'all pissing on the grave.
Laugh at you. Ah, nigga, I heard. Yeah, nigga, I'm smoking that new King Von, nigga, right now. Like, come on, bro. I'm talking about white kids in suburbia doing this shit, bro. Like, yeah, smoking on that King Von.
Yeah, right, and you don't even know you about to get knocked. You about to get knocked off.
Somebody gonna come from the hood and knock your fucking suburb down.
Yeah.
And then it turned into something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's why we was talking. We like talking about that, man, because like this, we try to keep it positive.
Crazy is these suburb kids really got the guns and really are trained
they really putting in that work.
So you're coming from the city thinking you running down, and he's a scared white kid, but you know how to use that.
No, he got something on him.
And he got more than you.
And he got more than you, and it's probably registered. It's legally. Listen, man. Listen. That's why I said one time. I said, listen, man. All you young boys who ain't been in no trouble, once you turn 18, go fill out the registration paperwork for a handgun. Please. Get your license and carry it legally. That's not to say, because a lot of y'all locked up because y'all got illegal handgun.
California, you will die with the legal way they have you carry. So if you have a conceal and carry in California, you have to have the gun in a separate place from the clip, and the clip has to be locked away.
So you got to get your
shit. Somebody runs down on me, I have to say, hold on, time out. Let me
unlock
my glove compartment. Take the clip out. Bro, so that's what happened to my videographer. He has a legal gun. Because he had the gun with the clip not even in it, he caught a case for that.
Oh, cause yeah. Damn.
Man. That's like you a fool to ride around with your gun the other way, like that way.
With no clip in it.
Cause you gonna be dead by the time something happen.
So I gotta say time out. Hold on, time out.
Yeah.
And then get the clip and it. Come on, fam. You gonna die on it. It's set up for you to die.
Now that's real talk right there.
That's California law. It's set up for you to die.
It don't make no sense either.
And that's why niggas
but
like
Texas, they can have it on their hip in Texas. Texas, they walk around with it on their hip.
Texas, they got that bitch strapped off their shoulder, nigga, with a whole like Rambo when they.
Bro, Nevada, the next state's over. They got Oregon, all around us. Niggas is dancing with their hammers on their hip, their shoulder, arm. You cannot do that here.
My cousin in Phoenix, he sent me a picture. He bought an AR-15. So he didn't got cool with the condo board where he lived. What's that thing called, Poe? The board?
Yeah.
Like co-op, the co-op people. So
okay.
they gave him a card. And I'm trying to see if I can find it. They gave this fool a card when he joined the co-op board, and they added him to the gun club.
Right.
This fool got a card. It say on the back of the card, it say, if you shoot somebody, call the police and read this passage to them.
Yeah.
And it's it was like, I was in fear of whatever the right things that need to take place for you illegally to use it. You read that to the cop when you call 911 after you shoot somebody.
Yeah,
I was like,
they got it down to a science.
I said, you plugged in now, though. They gave you the card.
Yeah, so I mean, the only way to really do that out here is to become like a guard. So you got to become some type of security. So they just put another loophole. That's all it is. So you got to get your gun license, and then you got to take the training to become
be an armed guard.
To be an armed
that's
guard.
Why. Oh, that's why everybody be trying to work for them little armed security companies.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, you know why niggas always working for the armed security companies?
They quit, huh? They quit right when they get that shit. Do shit for money, quit.
Right. So in California, nigga, you gotta urge niggas to get the gun license and to go get that the guard card, nigga.
You gotta have an armed guard card. They got an unarmed one too.
Yeah, you need the armed guard card and your gun registration to be able to rock out here. A lot of niggas got guard cards out here. You know, if a nigga smart, he got a guard card. Like nigga,
and they still do weed cards too?
Not no more. It's legal.
Because it's all open now.
So what they did is they changed everything to 21 and over. You can't get cigarettes, nothing, no blunts, nothing unless you're 21 out here. So everything's 21: weed, alcohol, and tobacco. Now.
Damn.
Yeah. So
okay.
So yeah, if you an 18-year-old nigga, you asked out. You gotta stand in front of the stove.
I don't know about that, but so they let you can join the military at 18 though.
Yeah, but you can't get no type of tobacco, alcohol.
But these niggas go die for their country at 18. They can't drink.
It should not be like this. I did not vote for this. You know what I'm saying?
They better be glad I ain't in the military no more. I would have been getting in trouble because I've been drinking and smoking. Fuck all that. They tripping now.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's crazy. So, and that's another reason why
the military age 21. The military age 21.
Right, but that's another reason why the violence is so crazy. What is you doing from 18 to 21? Them is the most pivotal years.
Nigga, you still smoking, drinking, and you doing everything at the.
But they done stripped you of all that. The easiest one was the tobacco at 18.
Yeah.
You know?
Now they doing pills and
it's easier to get a pistol at 18 than to get a cigarette, bro. How's that?
That's crazy. And when I was out there, and when my brother got locked up in 2012, 2013, I know they probably still doing it now, but they was on lean hard.
Yeah, but now they putting pills in the lean, nigga. I might crush it. I might crush an oxy and put that in there.
You gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Nigga, when you pull up on me, I'm asleep. I'm talking to you.
I remember when
I'm burning holes in my sweats and shit. I'm smoking a joint. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I fell asleep with the joint lit. You know what I mean?
Nigga, what was the dude that died from The Wire? Michael K. Williams. He had a show on Vice where he was interviewing the dudes in the studio. Them niggas said they do the lean and then they snort the coke to stay up. I was like, what the fuck?
That's retarded.
They don't know, bro. They don't know if they coming or going, bro. That's why they don't know. They don't know if they want to dap you or shoot you.
When that sipping on that scissor came out, they was doing it in the South, but I don't know, man. Them niggas just that shit wasn't for me. I don't want no shit like that.
Nah, I looked around because I came up around the jacket too when I was a youngster. And I just used to look around, bro. We be in a 12-hour session, nigga. Everybody be asleep. That shit was unproductive.
Because the thing was, you had to try to stay awake, right?
It was unproductive. You know what I'm saying? It was unproductive. Bro, studios made so much free money at that time.
They said everybody finna be not everybody. My brother said his boy. He said they drank in the studio, and one of them niggas didn't wake up. He died.
Yeah, because that shit caused a cardiac arrest. It slows down your heart rate. You know, that's what any cough suppressant.
That's why you fall asleep.
Right. So any cough suppressant gonna slow down your heart rate. But if you do too much, nigga, your heart gonna stop. It's gonna
that's how Pimp C died, huh?
Hey, I learned something new today. I didn't know that cough syrup slow down your heart rate.
Hell yeah.
I learned some new shit today.
That shit like you sleep. That's why you fall asleep, because when you sleep, your heart ain't beating that fast when you sleeping.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it mimics that.
Right. So codeine, that's what codeine does. You know, that's why they got, you know, even like for pain pills, they got the Tylenol 3 with codeine.
Yeah.
That codeine gonna put you down, nigga.
That's a wrap. And that's gonna slow everything down. That's why they say people weren't supposed to be doing that hydroxy. Man, why you taking hydroxy cut and going to the gym? Hydroxy cut is simulating your body going through a workout with whatever it's doing.
It was like extra work on your heart.
You doing extra work on your heart. You passing out. People passing out because they want to work out while they taking a hydroxy cut.
Yeah, and that's one of the top 5 killers in the world is heart disease.
Yeah, so these fools, that shit slow your heart down fast.
It's in the hydroxy cut. It's in the food. It's in everything.
Man, I just said I'm gonna stop eating meat, man. I just can't. We doing a fast at the church, and like last year we did it. I was craving like you're not supposed to have no meats, no sweets. So man, the last year I was craving meat, but this year I'm like I ain't craving no meat. It's almost over now. It's over this Friday. It was 21 days. I said I'll probably just stick to like fish or whatever. But as far as I ain't gonna mess with the beef, chicken, and pork no more.
I did the fish for a year, man. It's a lot of shit you can fish, and then they got all that Beyond Meat stuff now. So
I don't like that shit, man. Because I'm thinking in my head it's fake meat, so I don't like it.
What? Yeah, like.
And sometimes they say it's worse than meat. It's worse than regular meat.
This is the thing, right? This is the thing that's fucked up about this. Soy in it. So in order to get the UC it only got to be 7% organic. So it could be 70% organic and 30% shit, and I'm still gonna get the stamp. So it's just fucked up, bro. I advise niggas to grow their own shit and eat your own shit. I don't care if it's chickens. At least you know you fed them motherfuckers.
That's why a lot of people growing their own stuff. We was trying to grow some sprouts, like little bean sprouts and shit.
Yeah. Anything at this point, you know what I'm saying? At least you did it, you know.
Hey, that's real.
You know, because these niggas like
you was going the herbs, going to fresh.
Yeah, we was. But listen, that stuff is real, man. Because look, I was thinking, like, if we so accustomed to eating certain things that if you ate something that was on a whole higher quality, your body wouldn't even be able to take it. So we got so used to eating the Atlantic salmon, whatever salmon they sell at the supermarket, right? So one day I looked up salmon like about a couple months ago, and I was like, yo, what's the best salmon out there, right? So they was like, yo, go get the king salmon, because that's straight from the water, from the ocean. Right. So I looked at that shit was like $30 a pound, but I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna try it and see what the hype was about.
I mean,
when I ate it, I was like, yo, this shit nasty. But somebody was like, no, nigga, you probably just your body is accustomed to eating the bad salmon that you can't even tell when you eating something that's better for your body.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, that's the thing too. Like you gotta, like even with growing your own shit, you gotta be careful. It's companies like Monsanto that own hell of the seeds in the world, and a lot of these seeds now is hybrids. You know what I'm saying?
What Miss Pearly said on Friday, on the third Friday joint, when they was talking about her mustache, she said, "Shut up, bitch! I know somebody who like that shit."
Right. This food is fucked off.
So if you don't like it, you don't like it, right? I feel that way.
You don't like it, you don't like it, bro. Like that's what I do. I understand these like this is grass fed and whoop, and sometimes it's good and sometimes that shit trash.
Did they eat grass every day though?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
That's
even the water, man. How everybody water system and shit, or where y'all at?
I got a system thing I bought. I don't trust no water, so I bought this. But I trust the system I bought though. That's crazy, huh? I don't trust what's coming out the faucet. But I trust Britta. I trust Britta to filter out The
You
pathogens
gotta get
of
a
the water.
filter and like replace it, right?
Yeah, but I bought a different one. It's called Zero. It's a new company they put out came out called Zero. Shit, I got a water bottle, bro. Look, I got a water bottle by a company called it's LARQ.
Yeah.
My wife bought it for me. Supposedly they got blue light technology that so what you do with the bottle is you fill the bottle up, put the cap on it. It's a button on the top of the cap. It start lighting up blue. So they say when it's lighting up blue, it's killing 99.9% of anything in the water. We trust it though.
Yeah.
I'm all drinking this shit like, oh, this do taste clear. I'm like,
hey, look, they was giving niggas water pills and they felt better too.
Facts. we just think like, oh, they said that it do this. So
the mind is a powerful thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of how we talked about earlier. You could will great things too. So the mind is just hella powerful, and you can also make yourself sick and make yourself unsick in certain situations. I
heard you can heal. I heard you can heal
everybody
yourself.
Been drunk and been like, nigga, don't throw up. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you're able to talk yourself out of it.
Somewhere you be like, oh, I got through that shit without throwing up, huh?
I got through it, right? But
but you know you should have. Hey, you be pressed when you start praying. That's when you find out who God is. You like, God, that bro, man.
Start praying on that toilet. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just say that to say this: the mind is hella powerful. So it's like if we tell ourselves something, 9 times out of 10 we believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm starting to work on that. Hey, I'm looking at the time though. Look, man, anytime you want to come through, because this is what we do, man. Like I know we didn't talk a lot about the music, but I'm a firm believer that people are tapped into people based on other things they may be into, things they may talk about. It's not just the music, like, cause shit, if you like Pokemon and somebody listening to like Pokemon, they gonna go listen to your shit. They don't care what you talking about. You like Pokemon, like them.
Exactly.
So that's why we do that.
And it's always good to get into the natural character too,
All day, yeah. I had just had a conversation with my boys earlier today. That I'm in a Madden league, so we was on there talking about that Palestine thing. We was talking about
I gotta get with you on that Madden, then. Okay,
yeah,
that's me too. I don't play 2K. I'm on that Madden though.
Yeah, Pope playing Madden too. But y'all, what we were saying was them deals with the devil was real in the industry. Like, you got to pay that back. You got to pay if you made a deal. If you made a deal with the devil. Whatever that deal may be, like I said, I said Bill Cosby, I said OJ Simpson. Listen, they put you on. You was the best running back, black running back they had ever seen at the time. You nice looking dude, had all the white people after you. They put you on, but you gonna pay that back.
I'm gonna give y'all some baby homework till the next time I see y'all. Holla at y'all.
Yeah.
Most Def, The Rape Over. Listen to it. Let me know who he talking about.
All right. Yo, anything you want to lead the guests, man? Let everybody know what you got coming out, man. We definitely gotta have you back on though.
Yeah, definitely. Everything Nash Boogie, NashBoogie.net. That's the website. I just dropped the album Agenda 21 with P.A. Dre. Got RJ.
Shout out P.A. Dre.
Few artists on there. Getting ready to drop a West Coast project. And then after that, I'm dropping a joint with Static. So we definitely gonna stay tapped in. But yeah, everything is NashBoogie.net. On my Instagram, everything is right there. Just pull up on the website, man. Tap in with me.
Let's get it. All right, man. Good looking. Paul, you got anything before we roll?
Yeah, man. Nice talking to you again.
Likewise, brother. I gotta get you some of this too. So we definitely gonna tap in the next
Just
few.
send me a t-shirt.
I got you. I got a shirt for you.
All right, let's get it.
Sure,
I'm gonna get y'all sizes and everything, and then I'm gonna try and get that to y'all the best way I can. I know with you, period. I be in New York a lot, so I could probably pull up with that. Yeah. But Paul, I probably have to send something to you.
Are you gonna be coming out here?
Where you at?
In San Diego area.
You said where?
San Diego.
Oh, I could come to Diego.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was out here. So you watching the La Jolla clips and all of that?
I'm in Oceanside. I'm by the base more.
Yeah, you need to take wifey over to the La Jolla Cliffs, watch that sunset from that side, see Mexico. It's a nice little, you feel me?
Yeah, I should live in Chula. I should live in Chula Vista.
Oh,
I was right by. I was right by the border.
You,
I'm looking at Mexico every night. Like, oh shit, that's Mexico over there. I ain't never go though.
I showed her a picture of that clip. She was like, "I'm cool."
man.
That shit do look kind of scary though. That shit had failed like a little while ago.
I mean, yeah, you just don't go too far up. You know, you got to go to the top of the cliff.
Yeah.
All right, we out.
All right, no doubt. Period. Po, I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man. Shout out Sacramento, man. Y'all making me proud to be from Sac.
Man, we appreciate that. We're gonna keep it going, fam.
One.